Hi guys, welcome back to Stitched Up. My name's Rachel and this is going to be part 2 of what originally was just going to be one video where I was going to discuss my fabric and pattern haul for summer this year. However, because my fabric haul video went on for so long, I've decided to do my pattern haul separately, so that's what this one is going to be. So let's get started. So now, I've been in touch with an amazing lady in America, because obviously I live in the UK, called Brenda, who amazingly offered to purchase some patterns for me from America and have them shipped to the UK. Now, shipping from America to the UK is quite expensive, but you can buy patterns in America for like $1, which cost, you know, the same patterns over here are what, £7 or £8, something like that. And so if you work it right, it can work out quite, you know, a little bit cheaper to get them from there to here. And bless her, she just purchased loads of these. She, off her own back, went out to the stores, purchased loads of different patterns in the sales that I just gave her a list, and she sent them all to me, which was so kind. I have paid her for it, I just wanted to make that clear. But you know, to go out of her way to do that. So Brenda, if you are watching, I know I've already thanked you, but please, thank you so much, it's so kind. In addition to buying the patterns, she also bought me this gorgeous bag from Joann's, which is just, what does it say on it? So many things to do. And the handles are tape measures, and isn't that just gorgeous? So that was just so lovely. So thank you, Brenda, that's so kind of you. But what I decided to do was put all the patterns that I've purchased in May and June in here, to bring them down to my sewing room, my little woman cave that's up there, and I'm going to go through those with you now. So some of these are the ones that Brenda purchased in America and sent across to me, and some of them are ones that I've purchased myself in recent pattern sales. So let's start and have a look through what I've got. So this is the first one. This is one of the ones that Brenda sent me. So this is Simplicity 8639, and I think this is one of Simplicity's summer range for 2018. I don't know if it's out in the UK yet actually, but I'm sure it will be soon. Now, it's a very fitted dress, but what I liked about it is it's got like a ruched panel across the tummy. I don't know if you can really see that. And I just thought that that's really flattering, especially if you've got a bit of a tum, which I do have. I've had 2 children, you know, it happens to us all, if you have children. And I just thought that was really quite pretty. So one of the fabrics from my previous haul, I might actually make out of this for summer, from a holiday. It's got a little split up the front. I'll show you the back as well. It does only show you, I don't know if you can see that. Is it coming up? Can you see? There we go. It doesn't give you both the front and back version of the dress, but I thought that was really nice. So yeah, love that pattern. So that's one. What have we got next? Okay, so shirt dresses. This is McCall's M7565. Again, this is one that Brenda sent me from America, and what I liked out of this was this version here, which is version D, which has got like a very small collar and short sleeves and buttons. Just, I think, is it buttoned all the way down? I'm not sure if it's buttoned all. Oh, it is actually. I'm just looking at the back. It's buttoned all the way down with a tie belt. Now, I think one of the first fabrics that I showed you in my fabric haul video, which was the fabric that I got from Walton's, which was linen, blue and white striped linen. What I'm wanting to do is play about with the stripes, and I thought that this would be a really good opportunity for that. I don't want to make it really long. I want to do it sort of knee length. But what I was thinking was doing vertical stripes so far with a band around the bottom that's horizontal, and then playing about with the stripes on the top as well. And I thought that out of that fabric would look really nice. So there's that one too. The next one I've got is McCall's 7719. I think I put a picture of this in the other video for, this is the version of this dress, this pattern that I'm planning to make for the christening that I'm going to of my niece's daughter. That's my great niece, I believe. So this, I'm going to make this version here, the off the shoulder version, but it comes in obviously different. You can play about with pattern pieces with this. So yeah, I really like that. So that's that one. What else have I got? This is one of Simplicity's new ranges. This is 8654, and this is a 1940s vintage reproduction pattern, and as you can see, there's lots of different options here for tie top and shorts, and skirt the skirt as well on here. I love all these versions. I think they're all really pretty. So yeah, I thought that was really nice, and I'd quite like to make these shorts, I think, and I'd like to make the top as well, although I wouldn't want as much flesh on show. Next up we have Simplicity 8641. This is a collaboration with Sew House 7, and this is a like a dungaree dress, and I thought that looked quite nice. So it reminds me very much of the Burnside bibs that Sew House 7 did, and I've made those and I absolutely love them. So I thought that this would be quite nice to make as a dress version. So yeah, really like that one. Another Simplicity Mima G pattern, which is one of her new range, which is for trousers and another little tie top. This was another one of the ones that Brenda sent me from America. Don't think I'm really keen on the tight fitting bell bottom style. That's just a little bit too 70s for me, but I do quite like these. I quite like this version with this tie top. I thought that'd be quite nice to do, so that's that one. What else? McCall's M7686. This is one I've purchased in the recent McCall's sale. What I thought about this one is that I want to make this version but without these sleeves, so I'm thinking of trying to make it either just sort of 3/4 length sleeves or sleeveless altogether and just have the strap across the top. It reminds me a bit of the Sew Over It Lucia, is it Lucia pattern? Although I think this is made for knits. Let me just check. Moderate stretch knits, yes, jerseys and cotton. So I thought that was quite nice. So I'd like to make that probably out of some t-shirt jersey. I think that'd be really nice. What else have I got? McCall 7387. Again, another shirt dress. I do like a shirt dress, and I really like this version. I think it's lovely. So I thought that'd be nice and cool in a lightweight cotton. One of the cotton lawns that I've got, I might make this out of with it. You can either wear it with or without a belt, and I thought that'd be quite nice for my holiday. So yeah, really happy with that. What else have we got? Simplicity 8609. I'm not really much of a full skirt person, but I think I love this top. I love the sort of wrap over detail that you can see there. I think that's really pretty and different, and I think it works really well with this skirt. So I think that'd be quite a nice outfit to make. Now this pattern is, again, I think for the top is for knits, obviously, lightweight knits, and the bottom you can make it out of all sorts woven fabrics, so depending on what you use will depend on how much structure and shape it holds. This is obviously quite a structured fabric to hold that kind of shape. I guess you could make it out of something a bit more flowy. So yeah, I really like that combination. I think that's really nice. What else have I got? McCall's, no, Simplicity. We're back to Simplicity. So this is 8608. So this is a wrap over. You can have a dress or little shorts, and I quite like this, but I'm just wondering about how practical this is, because shorts and long sleeves don't really, in some ways, don't really work for me, because I think if I'm going to wear shorts in summer, I'm going to be hot, and I won't want long sleeves if I'm feeling hot. So as much as I think this look is gorgeous and probably quite young, I don't know practically how well that works. Let me know what you think about that. But I do like the wrap style bodice, and I suppose you could just use the short sleeve with the shorts, so I might have a go at that, because I do quite like these little short romper play suit type things. I think they're quite cute. That's that one. This one is Simplicity 8551, and I really love this version. I think that's just so nice, so pretty, and I would love to find some fabric that is like this in a drapey fabric, like a viscose. So if any of you guys know anywhere that's selling anything that looks like this in that sort of mustardy yellow colour, please let me know, because I'm hunting high and low. Not that I need any more fabric, but I've been looking everywhere for some gorgeous sort of viscosey drapey fabric in like a mustard print to make this kind of thing out of, and I haven't seen any that really strike me yet. So, but yeah, I really like this. I think that's really pretty. Not sure about this version with the wide sleeves at the end. Not sure if that's really me, but I do like this version. I think that's quite pretty. So yeah, that's that one. This one is Simplicity 8414. This reminds me very much of the Deer and Doe Myosotis. Now, I have made that. You haven't seen it yet, unless you've been on my Instagram. Well, you will have seen a picture of me wearing it, but I did make that for So My Style in May, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm going to make another version of it. But I bought this pattern as well. It is very similar, and yeah, I think I like the extras. I like the different pleating detail on this. I think that's quite different. So, and I think that'd be nice to play around with. So yeah, I might make, rather than doing the Myosotis, I might make this version. I've got some white, some similar fabric to what I made my Myosotis out of, which you will see in my May plans if you haven't seen it on Instagram. And I might make this version out of the white fabric. We'll see. This was one that Brenda, the lovely Brenda, bought for me from America. Well, you can get it in the UK, but this was like $5, and Vogue patterns in the UK are never that cheap. So I've loved this for a number of years now, and because I just adore this detailing on the back. But this is not something I'm going to make soon, because I can just imagine that trying to get the fit right so that this actually hugs you back in every area where it's supposed to could be quite a challenge, shall we say. So this will take some time to toil, I think. So this might be a next summer make, but I wanted to get this before it goes out of print, and because I just think that's so pretty. But yeah, I think that's quite challenging, and that will probably really test my skills. This recommends batiste. We don't get batiste in the UK, whatever that is. Voiles, crepe de chines, or lightweight twills, etc. So it's, I think viscose will work, maybe, she says, or cotton lawns. So I might have a go at that next summer, but I just think that's so pretty and so different. What else have I got in here? Oh, this is another Vogue one that has been out a while that the lovely Brenda bought for me. So this is Vogue V9046. And again, I love the pleating detail on the front. This looks a very simple, when you initially look at it, you think, gosh, that's a really simple pattern, but it's actually got a lot going on. When you look at the design at the back, if you look at the line drawings, you can see there are so many pleats in the back that I think that's probably quite challenging, actually. So, but I absolutely love this. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, so I'm really, really happy to get that pattern finally before that goes out of print as well. Next up, we've got Butterick B6555, and yeah, this was one where I just really like the fluted sleeves on here. It looks a little bit similar to the Vogue pattern, but probably not as difficult. And I thought this was nice just for a nice summer dress. So I'm pleased to have that added to my stash. McCall's M7756. This is another romper pattern, very similar to the other one that I showed you earlier. I do really like this. I think it's really pretty. Again, I'm not sure of this long sleeve and shorts combo. What do you think about that? Really not sure about that, but I do like the longer jumpsuits. I think they're really, really nice. So I'll probably have a go at that at some point. Maybe not this summer. I'm not sure with everything else that I've got on, though, if I'm going to get around to it. And it's not high on my list of priorities, but I'm really glad to have it. McCall's M7757. So this is a very simple pull-on wide-legged pants with a different versions of a short top. Now, what I like about this is, let me be honest with you, I'm not 20 years old. I haven't got the figure to wear that, okay? And even if I did, at my age, in my 40s, I am not going to wear that down the local street to nip to the shop for milk, okay? Or go to Tesco's or whatever. But what I was thinking was, you know what? When I'm on holiday abroad, sitting by a pool or just strolling or whatever, I thought that I could probably maybe get away with it. I don't know. I don't know if you're like me, but you always think you can get away with different things when you're on holiday to what you could get away with in the UK. So I do actually really like this top. I think that's really nice. And these look very simple and easy to make. And I just thought, as a holiday outfit, I might try it and see, but I couldn't resist passing that up. So let me know what you think. But I thought, you know, for a holiday vibe, it's got quite a nice style going on. So we'll see. This is another one of McCall's spring patterns, M7740. I do like this. I love the back detail on these dresses. I think that it's just really different, and you can either, you know, you can make it quite formal like that or just really informal as well. Reminds me a little bit of one of the Deer and Doe patterns. I think, is it the Belladonna? I've had my eye on that for quite a number of years now and I've still not bought it, but it reminds me a little bit of that. But so I really like this, and I thought that would be nice to make. I'd like to make that before my holidays, but we'll see. I've also got Butterick B6556. Now, this is the pattern that I was mentioning in my fabric haul video, the previous video, with the square neckline. I really love this square neckline with the notch detail out, and I just think that's really pretty. And it's not my normal silhouette. I know this style suits me, but I always feel really quite overdressed, even if it's in an informal fabric. So but I just think that's really pretty. So that Lisa Comfort fabric that I've got, the elderflower press, I think that might look really nice in that. So I'm hoping to get this one done definitely before I go on holiday, because I'd like to take that with me. So yeah, really love this. This one is Simplicity 8591, and this really is a departure from my normal style. This is another vintage reproduction pattern, and how girly is this with the little ruffles there and the big skirt, and I just think that's so pretty. But what I like about it as well is I like the different the stripe detail that they've done on this line, on this picture here. I think that's really pretty. So yeah, I think this has got some nice options for playing about with pin tucks and that kind of thing, and I think that's why I bought this dress. Don't know if I'll get that made up this year. It might be something that I'd look at next year, I think, but I do really like it. So yeah, glad I've got that one. I've also got this one, 8606 Simplicity. This is a wrap skirt. Now, what I was thinking was one of the ginghams that I got I might use for this pattern, because I really like it. I wouldn't want to do the really long one, and I'd like it just a little bit longer than this, so sort of in between. Oh, is that maybe the in between one? I'm not sure, because they're not actually on a model. It's difficult to see the length of those two, but I really like this, and I think with a little Ogden, here we are, another Ogden cami. I think that'd look just really pretty. So yeah, I think this is a gingham. Shawnee from Shawnee Magnifique, I'll put a link to her Instagram down below, and I think she does have a blog as well. I'm not sure if she's on YouTube. She's made a version that's, I'm not sure if it's this particular pattern, but it's a similar style out for gingham, and it just looks stunning on her. So yeah, so I think that's what gave me the inspiration. And when I saw this pattern, I thought, ooh, I know where I've seen that before. So yeah, really glad I've got that. I'm looking forward to making that one. I've also got this one, Simplicity 8593, so another vintage 1940s pattern. I love this top. I think it's so flattering, and I quite like lots of the other versions that are on there as well. I've got loads of fabrics in my stash that I could make this out of. So this takes 1.5 meters of fabric, so it's not very heavy on fabric either. So, and I just think that would be so pretty with skirts, jeans, shorts, etc. So I'm hoping to get some of these in my wardrobe quite soon. Also, M7747 by McCall's. We're still on the ruffle theme here and the cold shoulder. Not sure I'm keen on this version, but I do quite like this one, and I like that top, and I like that dress. So I think they would be quite nice for holidays. So I'd quite like to have a go at one of those, I think, before my holiday in August. McCall's M7749. So this is like a trench coat without sleeves. Again, I'm just wondering of the practicality of that, but I think probably for spring and autumn we could get away with it. But I just really liked this style, so so yeah, I've never had a go at making a trench coat before, and I'm seeing them popping up a lot at the minute, and it's something that I'm quite keen to do. So and have a go at, because I've not done it before. So, and I did like this, so I thought, well, I'll get that, and then I've got it in my stash, and when I get round to it, I can have a go at that. Another pattern I have is McCall's M7748. So again, this is a very sort of vintagey reproduction pattern. I love the bodice detailing on these. The skirt is probably just a little bit too much for me, but you know, I could add on. I think I'd rather have this very much a gathered skirt, and I just don't find gathered skirts very flattering on me. I'd much rather have a pleated one, so I'd probably change that to a pleated skirt, but I do love the bodice. If I show you the line drawings at the back, you can see the bodice. I think they're really, really pretty bodices. So but I probably will change the skirt, but I do like that. I think that's really pretty. What else did I get? Three more patterns to show you, all McCall's. So McCall's M7741. So again, this is a one shoulder dress. I really like this version here with the tie that hangs down, and I love this double top, double sleeves, double flounce, that's what I mean, double flounce version. I think that's really pretty. Yeah, again, I think this is something very much suited to holidays. So that should be a fairly straightforward make, I would think. McCall's M7754. So this is a trouser and shorts pattern. I was drawn to this because of the scallop top. I know that I've got some scallop shorts with scallops on the bottom, but I really liked this for the scallop top as well, and I thought they were quite nice, and you can have those in the pants as well. They're the scallop versions there. I thought they were really pretty, so I thought they'd be quite nice to make up, so I'll probably have a go at those maybe in the autumn. And then finally, I purchased M7663 by McCall's, which is an activewear pattern. And I was inspired by this by, excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. McCall's 7663, yes. When I went to Walton's last week, and I was mentioning about Walton's in my previous fabric haul video, about all the activewear and the dancewear that they do. They have loads of lycra fabrics with some amazing prints on, and yeah, I really like this. I do run, and I have made a couple of things for running, but they've not been that successful, I'll be honest. But I thought this looked really great, so I bought this while it was in the McCall's sale to have a go at some more running kit for me. So yeah, and that is the final one. So yeah, that is my fabric and pattern haul for summer, and how much time I'm going to actually get to make some of these things is debatable, because as I mentioned previously, I'm still frantically sewing bridesmaid dresses and fittings and all that kind of thing, as well as sort of tinkering with a few easy little projects for myself as well in between, just to keep the interest up. So that's that then, guys. So my next video is probably going to be my May and June makes, so watch out for that soon. Hopefully I will get a few more little bits done, because as I mentioned before, I haven't actually got much done in May and June for myself because I've been concentrating on the wedding, but I'm hoping to get a few more easy pieces put together. I am making a couple of bags at the minute as well, which is a new thing for me. I don't know if any of you guys out there do make your own bags. So yeah, that's quite interesting, and it's nice to make something that takes no fitting at all. I think that's the reason I was drawn to it, because of spending so much time fitting wedding dresses and bridesmaid dresses. So that's it from me today, guys. I hope you are all well, and I hope you have a really lovely weekend, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Bye.